So my name is Steve Wallace. I'm a 79-year-old retired dentist and teacher at Columbia University. I've been having a problem with breathing and being out of breath to the point where I really can't do any exercise or sports or even walk up a flight of stairs without having to sit down on the top for a year and a half, okay? I have been to cardiologists and pulmonologists, lung doctors, and taken every single test that you could possibly take. And all the tests come out normal. So, as part of my involvement in Asian culture, it came upon me, why not Taichi? Okay, it looks like a way that I can do exercise without exerting myself. It's balance and timing, and it looks good. And it doesn't look like you're exerting energy. And maybe I could do that. So I made a phone call and contacted Master Qigong, and I came down to see him on a Monday for my first appointment. I walked in and he looked at me and he said, "You look tired." And I explained the history of how I'm having difficulty breathing and how we have to do a slow pace. And he said, "Take off your mask and show me how you're breathing." And I did, and what he saw was you take short breaths, shallow breaths through your mouth, which I'm sure I've been doing all my life, and it seemed to work up until a year and a half ago, and it's not working anymore. So instead of doing Tai Chi that day, we talked about Qigong and changing the way I breathe. Okay. Again, up, breathe back, and push, hands. Again, yep. Within 2 weeks, and it was probably less than 2 weeks, I can exercise, I've ridden my bike, I can walk upstairs, I can bring things up from my basement. I have absolutely no handicap related to something that was bothering me for a year and a half. So you start to think differently about things from Asia, Chinese medicine and Tai Chi and Qigong and, and Qi, and, Americans, unless they get invested in it, just make fun of that. Oh, well, let's go out and get some Qi, okay? So I'm here to tell you that American medicine could not help me. And here, it was simply a matter of somebody visualizing and recognizing what the problem was just by looking at me for 10 seconds. And being able, with something from Chinese culture, Qigong, been around for thousands of years, and resolve my problem. So I'm proof that Chinese medicine recognizes things and treats them differently than American medicine would treat them, and instant result, okay? And I'm so happy I met Master Qigong, and now I'm going to do more Qigong. I'm doing Tai Chi right now once a week. I have certain physical handicaps with my shoulders and my hips that make certain activities difficult, but I still do them, to the best I can. I mean, my shoulders don't work, yet I can do Japanese swordsmanship and be reasonably good at it. Right now, my life is so much better now that I can breathe after a year and a half, and I have the energy from that. And it's a boost, and it's changing my life that way, as well as the breathing has given me physical freedom that I've been missing for a long time. everything that I did before. And for a year and a half, I could do absolutely nothing. Picture walking up a flight of stairs in my house and having to sit down on the top step before I walked to my bedroom. That's how bad the energy loss from the breathing was. And that's history. It doesn't exist anymore within, I can't even tell you how short of a time it is because I didn't measure the time. You know, I couldn't breathe. I came here. What I was doing was recognized. I changed it. And once I learned how to breathe correctly and not revert to the old breathing, it's now kind of universal. I'd want to tell everybody in the world, don't knock something until you've tried it. And try it with an open mind, okay? I came here and Mr. Guang said, you have to change the way you breathe. I said, I've been breathing like this all my life. Okay, what do I have to change? How I breathe. Okay, I'm still alive, so it must be working. But it wasn't anymore. Don't know why, okay? But instantly, I'm better, okay? And people should know this, that there are alternative solutions. And just because they don't involve going into a hospital and getting a CAT scan and taking lots of pills, they work.
Switch your hands for the switch your hand right first until right hand top, then step left. Facing to the window, step in, put the feet together, turn, switch your hand.